On YouTube, coming back with another Netflix TV review. I know I mentioned in the last video doing Godless, but I thought I'd put this out. I don't think it's, I don't know, to be honest. It's quite weird. It's called Black Mirror. It says Netflix original on it. Again, I'm not 100% sure what Netflix original even means. That probably means that it was a failing TV show that they bought the rights to, or it could be something they've actually put out. If it is something they've put out, it's pretty messed up. So, going ahead and warning you, this is not a kid's show, anything like that. I may be using some language that you might not like. Not for me wanting to use it, just because of how the show is. And all of that. So, if that's going to upset you or offend you in any way, please go ahead and click off. This TV show wouldn't even be for you anyways because of the topics that they talk about. So, as of now, I've only watched like 2.5 episodes. I finished 2 episodes completely. But how this show was brought up to me was on the Rooster Teeth podcast, which I know a lot of people are probably going to go check the show out because it was kind of a sci-fi show. So I read the description, and from what I'd heard, there is a story where a man dies, but the woman has a daughter or child. Doesn't really say nothing about that, but I believe it was a daughter. And when they die, she wants to implant the memories into another person so that the daughter can always really have a father figure and know about her father even after he's dead. And I was like, oh, that seems pretty cool. I wonder how, and they talk about how it doesn't work out and all that. So the next thing that they mention is, when they mentioned that, I was like, oh, and then I seen they had multiple seasons, so I was like, oh, so maybe season 1 talks about him, why he's going to die or whatever, and him dying, and then season 2, they talk about them wanting to implant the memories, and season 3, they talk about it not working out. I thought that's how it was going to run. But in the very first episode, there's a man, woman, child. So I was like, oh, okay, got the right show, everything's good. No, not in the slightest. In the first episode, it is the prime minister and the princess has been kidnapped after going to a wedding. Then there's very specific instructions what he must do to get the princess back. He decides he is not going to do it, and he says no cheating around it. So most people are like, no, he shouldn't have to do it to save her. And what the instructions are is he has to have sex with a pig on live TV on every channel possible and all that. Again, warned you. So that ends up happening, and in that episode they try and cheat around it and all that, and they can't end up cheating around it. So there you go. So he does do it to save the princess. I'm not going to ruin it, but all of these episodes, or all these TV shows, have like a catch ending at the end, which is kind of surprising to me. When I seen that, I went to episode 2 and was like, oh, okay, well, he must die or commit suicide because that was horrific and cannot be true. Turns out it wasn't. Every episode is set with a different scenario to what's going on. So the next episode starts with some following a black guy that is in a virtual reality world, gaining points to do whatever he wants. He personally... they don't give out his name at the beginning or anything like that. And I ended up stopping watching that episode because it didn't interest me as much, which I will go back and finish it. But I skipped to season 3. Since all of those stories don't line up together, it doesn't really matter. Again, all of these are about an hour long. There's 3 episodes season 1, 4 in season 2, and 6 in season 3. So in total, 13 episodes. It'll be about 13 hours. I'm watching them now. I've watched my second episode, and it's just like they make the worst scenarios of things to happen, and they always have a kicker at the end. So it seems like such a bad scenario. It's really not that bad. I mean, it's not ever going to be fun, but you'll get over it. And then they come in with a kicker at the end of what else happened. So, again, and some of these issues that they bring up are very bad, and how they portray them, again, equally bad. So if you're easily offended, I would not watch this. But overall, it's a decent television show if you can get over kind of the shock factor they try and hit you with. But again, it's a pretty good TV show. It's 3 seasons, so 13 hours. It's not that long if you want to try and binge watch all of them, even though they don't go together. I'm kind of just skipping through and reading them and then trying to figure them out. So anyways, let me know what you think of the show. Do you personally enjoy it? Do you think they go a little too far with the shock factor? I kind of think they do, but I guess that might keep some people interested in it, not knowing whatever is going to come up at the end and trying to guess at what the problem is at the end. So, let me know what you think. Hopefully you enjoy this TV show. Godless review coming out soon. And then PUBG in 2 weeks. It's actually less than 2 weeks now, which will be amazing. So ready to get that game and get to play some. But anyways, thanks for watching. Peace out.